Many new moms wonder if their baby is getting enough milk. One way to tell is by noticing how you both feel after a feeding. Your breast should feel lighter and softer, and your baby should seem content and satisfied, not fussy or showing signs of hunger. A baby who is getting enough milk should also have several periods of being alert and calm every day. Also, your baby is probably getting enough milk if she is eating at least 8 to 12 times in 24 hours, and you can see and hear her sucking and swallowing after your mature milk comes in. On some days, it's natural for your baby to eat more often than she usually does.
Last night, she was nursing frequently, and I was a little concerned that I was going to run out of milk because she just kept, eating and eating, and I was getting smaller. But I did read that your body will produce enough milk, and if you just keep feeding the baby will initiate supply.
Days of feeding more often is a normal part of building a healthy milk supply. If she is latched on well and is sucking and swallowing, she's helping your body keep up with her growing needs. Don't worry, this frequent feeding usually lasts only a few days. In the beginning, it's helpful to keep a feeding and diaper log to know if your baby is getting enough milk. This tracks how often she breastfeeds and how many stools and wet diapers she has. It's common for breastfed babies to have a bowel movement after each feeding. Here are the minimum number of diapers you should expect. In the first 2 days after birth, expect at least 1 or more stools per day. These stools should be thick and sticky, and black or dark green in color. Around day 3, after your full milk production begins, he should have at least 3 stools a day, and the color should change to a brownish green. From day 4 to the end of the first month, he should have at least 3 or more stools each day that are yellow, loose, and grainy. If the stool is at least the size of a quarter or larger, you can count it. As your baby ages, his stool patterns will continue to change. It helps to count wet diapers too. On the first day, he should have at least 1 wet diaper. On the second day, 2, and on the third day, 3. By the 4th day, after full milk production begins, he should have at least 5 diapers. On the 5th day and beyond, he should have at least 6 or more very wet diapers with pale-colored urine every day. You can tell a disposable diaper is wet if it squishes when you pinch it.
We'll go ahead and weigh her before and after the feeding, and that'll tell us.
A baby's weight gain is one of the best ways to tell that she's getting enough to eat. In the first day after birth, it's normal for babies to lose a little weight. By about her 10th day, your baby should be back to her birth weight. After that, the average baby gains about an ounce per day until the end of the 2nd or 3rd month.
So she's gaining really quickly now.
Contact a lactation consultant or your baby's healthcare provider if you are concerned that your baby isn't getting enough to eat, and before you think about giving her formula.
Is it okay if it's sporadic, like sometimes it's 20 minutes and then other times it's like 45 minutes?
Those sound like normal
It's
time
okay.
frames for a baby to eat, yeah.
When a baby gets formula, even in small amounts, it reduces time spent breastfeeding. This can affect your milk production and her protection against illness. Most issues can be solved easily by making simple changes to your breastfeeding routine.